Minot Honeybees are back in action tonight for Northwoods League softball on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Welcome to the ballpark, everybody. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for tonight's matchup between the Mankato Habaneros and Minot Honeybees. It's a rematch from way early in the season. And
very nice start in the circle for Fournier. Right-handed pitcher. Gets the swing and a miss. Fournier on 3 pitches. Ruling batting second for the Habaneros tonight, playing in right field. Back-to-back strikeouts. Kara Fournier is not missing this evening. Lee, the sophomore from Trine University, getting on base at an over 41% clip. And there is the 2-out base runner for Mankato on a 4+ slugging. So can you get on base? And how hard are you hitting the baseball, or sorry, the softball? At 1,500 for Zender, rolls one to Albrecht at first, and that will end the first inning. 2 strikeouts to get it started for Fournier. Snippus has only walked 10 batters this season, but make it 11 as starting the first inning, Kyra Karan will draw the walk. Good start for Minot, a team that by Skylar Dietz. 1-0 pitch from Snippus. Sent to the gap in left field. It's going to get down, and it's also going to get past the left fielder, Emily. Both base runners will take that ball that gets away from Lee and advance another 60 feet. What a hustle play by Karan and Skylar Dietz, who picks up the double. And the Honeybees are in business here in the first inning. Comes back with a 2-2 pitch. Albrecht skies it to left field. In foul territory, Emily will make the catch in front of the fence. Tagging and scoring is Kyra Karan, and the Bees are on the board first tonight on a sac fly by Jackie Albrecht. It's 1-0 Minot. Two-thirds in the stat in the pregame show. More strikeouts and innings pitched against the Honeybees specifically, and there is her first strikeout of the evening. Gets Farmer swinging and with 2 outs. An opportunity for Shayna Mish. 2-0 pitch. With the rain falling here at Corbett Field, Shayna Mishal hits it to left field. Lee right there to pick it up, and that's going to hold Skylar Dietz to third base. Emma Lee was ready for that ground ball that got through the left side. Keeping Dietz at third and keeping this a 1-0 collegiate career in North Dakota, but has since transferred to Kansas Wesleyan University. Ground ball back to Snippus. Easy throw to first, inning over. But Minot strikes first in the first. It's 1-0 on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Just got to keep the ball in the zone, whether it's hit or you get the strike. The walks can prove costly, especially when they compound on one another like it's in the first. Going to get away from the catcher, Caitlin Dannenfelser, all the way to the instead does make contact, rolls one into center field. Jessa Snippus will reach base and also advances Serena Timmer to third. Fournier does pick up a first pitch strike to Fish, but then Fish goes to left field off of the fence. That's going to bring in 1 run. Snippus will stop at third. And it's a double for Indigo Fish. And I think she might be thinking, how didn't 2 runs score on that play? And still with nobody out, brings up Jocelyn Bennett. And here come the Habaneros in the second inning. Another pitch past Dannenfelser. She's going to slip. Still hasn't picked up the softball. Fish thought about it. Bunts down the third base line. Throw to first. Does retire Bennett. It was an interesting play there because the second baseman for Minot, Peyton Whitehead. Slow roller to first. Albrecht has to make a quick play to first, and Amity White gets there before Albrecht does. Albrecht, the first baseman for the Honeybees. Another pitch that gets to the backstop. The third of the inning, Mankato taking the extra bases on Caitlin Dannenfelser. But going back, Madeline Burling, the third of 3 Bryan and Stratton Bobcats in the starting lineup for Mankato. We've seen them all in this inning as Burling walks, and it brings up the 8th batter of the frame, Emma Lee. First and second, 2 outs for Mankato. Bases. Grounded to short, Karan fields it into the throwing motion, and it ends the 2nd inning. Habaneros season, she's been used as a pitcher only. Draws the walk. Whitehead's on the bases. And a few Minot Hot Tots pitchers who did not make the road trip to Dickinson today here at Corbett Field, watching Caitlin Dannenfelser go for extra bases to left. Whitehead will make it to third base. A 0-out double. Just barely missing the zone was Snippus. It's a walk to load the bases, the third base on ball. And a double to left field. Now goes to center. This is going to drop. It actually was the same spot as the last hit, right behind the shortstop, as that one just got up in the wind, changed direction. And the shortstop for Mankato, Jocelyn Bennett, late to react to it. Caitlin Dannenfelser at third, Kyra Karan at second, Skylar Dietz is at first. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And we are done with the weather delay. 2 outs, the bases loaded for Sydney Farmer. Instead, Farmer will put it in play. It's fair, and it's going to get all the way past the fence. That will bring in 2 runs. The Honeybees have the lead again, thanks to a 2 RBI ground rule double by Sydney Farmer. Minot still with 2 in scoring position despite 3 runs in the inning. Pop up right behind the circle, and it's caught by the shortstop, Jocelyn Bennett. The second inning comes to a close. We head to the third with a 4-3 score in favor of Minot on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Second inning had, of course, the many delays to get new softballs, a 10-minute weather delay, as well as Zender hits one to right field, and running out of room in right was Josie Boer. That is a home run to tie things up once again. Paige Zender goes yard for a Northwoods League best, 5th time this summer. Grounded to short. Nice scoop by Karan, and the throw as well. Kyra Karan, honored as one of the top defensive players in the West Coast Conference in the spring. Fournier with a very quick strikeout there of Styles. 2 away in the third now for Indigo Fish. Line drive will get down in right field. Over Whitehead at second base, her 3rd multi-hit game of the season. That's going to stay fair off the bat of Jocelyn Bennett. Single into left field foul territory, gets just over the third base bag. Inning continues for Mankato, hitting. Check swing, gets into the outfield. Around third goes Fish, and she will score. Advancing to third is Jocelyn Bennett. She's safe on the throw in for Amity White. White goes to the shortstop, Karan, who steps on the second base bag. There's a force out there, and that is out number 3. A back and forth batter. It's a full count. This time it'll be ball 4, and Boer will eventually get her free base. Sprinting down to first as Whitehead waits for the pitch. Pops it up to second base, catches made by Grace Lighthizer. High pitch. Boer took off at the time of the pitch to steal second base and gets there safely after tying run is at second base. Karan to the outfield turf, but ranging over to her right and making the catch is Amity White. The Habaneros hold the Honeybees off the scoreboard in the appearance. Came at home on June 25th against Madison, 4 2/3 against the Nightmares. Ground ball to second, picked up by Whitehead. A backhand stab there, and it also retires the leadoff batter from it. Lee with her first hit. Minot would pick up an 8-5 win. Fly ball right center field, and the catch will be made by Dominique Baker. 2 outs in the inning for Serena Timmer. Blizzard 13 strikeouts on the season. Looking for her first today. Gets it right there to put an end to the 4th inning. We've played 3.5 innings from Corbett Field in Minot. Your score, Habaneros 5, Honeybees 4. Against Riley Stiles here in the bottom of the 4th. Dietz pops one up left side of the infield. That one will be called off and caught by Jocelyn Bennett. 1 pitch out for Stiles to start the 4th. Back in Mankato. Now it's a line out to Lighthizer. Quick inning for Stiles inside the circle. 3 pitches and 2. Signal to play softball again after the foul. Sydney Farmer, it'll land. Another ground rule double for Sydney Farmer and the Minot Honeybees. Have some offense here in the 4th. Cato, and they dropped game 3 of the series to Minot before that. Now it's 7-7. Mistral is walked with 2 outs. Boer is walked for a 2nd time today. Josie Boer on the bases. Whitehead 0 for 1 with a walk, rolls a ground ball to first, and the threat is taken away by the Mankato Habaneros. A ground out to first base by Whitehead results in a scoreless inning with 3 left on the bases for Minot. It's still 5-4 Habaneros and the Northwoods Honeybees, allowing just 1 base runner on a single by Emma Lee. Nothing else. Called strike 3 to Stiles. 2nd K of the day for Jasmine Blizzard. Division III Upper Midwest Athletic Conference. Grounder to first. Albrecht will dive toward the base and again won't get the batter out at first. That's the second Blizzard. Popped up center field. Dominique Baker underneath the draw number 2. For Jocelyn, for Blizzard and the Honeybees gets underneath the glove of Peyton Whitehead at second base, and now Indigo Fish is taken off for home. Here's the throw, and she is thrown out at home in the end. Mankato got their way to start the play, advancing Fish to third. The Honeybees get their way in the end, and the score after the foul. Swings at that pitch. Fools Dannon. Kyra Karan waiting in the on-deck circle. Baker will be walked. Dominique Baker on base for the first time this evening, as that is the discussion for Minot and their pitching coming into today's game. Pop-up will be caught by Bennett, the shortstop, out in left field. Karan flies out for a second time. She's now 0 for 2 despite having scored 2. Foul tip caught for strike 3. Stiles finishes the 5th inning with a strikeout. White has reached base once on an infield single, but other than that, 1 for 3, and now grounds one to second. Peyton Whitehead with the play. 1 gone in the 6th inning for Madeline Burling. Also had 44 RBIs. Her freshman year at Bryan and Stratton College, Wisconsin. There's the swing and a miss. Blizzard picks up the strikeout. Gap into right center. That will be a single for Emma Lee. A second hit today and a throwback to first. It gets away from Albrecht. She'll throw it down to second. That gets into left field. All right now. Softball goes back to Blizzard. She's yelling for it inside the circle. It's the only such league in the nation. And then you have players like Serena Timmer, who in 1 year at a very good program, Minnesota Duluth, didn't see any action, but trying to get some more at-bats here in Northwoods. Has yet to score since the 2nd inning. Gets started in the 6th inning with a line out to left field by Jackie Albrecht. Catch made by Emma Lee. Strike 3 called. 8 total walks by Mankato pitchers today, but they still have the lead at 5-4, and that catch by Amity White keeps the lead intact and closes out the 6th inning. The relief pitchers doing their job here against Blizzard in the top of the 7th. There's a pop fly into right field and caught in foul territory by Josie Boer. And that was pitch from Jasmine Blizzard, lifted to left center field. Baker won't have it because reaching in front was Skylar Dietz in left, and Dietz drops. Hit by Jocelyn Bennett. And the Habaneros, with 1 out in the 7th inning, have those insurance runs waiting on the bases to be driven in. Grace Lighthizer, the next batter, 2 hits already in the game. Instead, it is the strikeout for Blizzard. Just what was asked of the relief pitcher. Now a ball in play, especially on the... White to left field. Dietz makes the catch this time. And again, the Habaneros are held scoreless in an inning. The Honeybees had some trouble at the circle here to put away the Bees in the 7th inning. Ground ball over her head off the mound, and Boer is safe at first. What a way to start the 7th for Josie Boer and the Minot Honeybees. Looking for back-to-back home victories, but that is out number 1 on a called strike 3. Strikeout number 4. Dannenfelser lifts one into short center field. Catch is made by Amity White on the run. And still, Josie Boer is at first. Going down to second is Boer. The throw is not in time. The Habaneros thought that was out number 3. But instead, the tying run goes into scoring position. League's leader in batting average coming into this game. It's ball 4, but it also gets to the backstop. Moving Josie Boer to third. Snippus winds up, comes home, ground ball to short. The flip to second base won't be there. It's not in time, and safe at second is Trinity Gregg. The Bees have tied it up in the 7th. Karan put it in play. The Habaneros are asking a question here. Oh, it's good. Her 30th this inning. Grounded to second. Lighthizer has it, and we will head to extras. The first run for the Honeybees since the 2nd inning comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. on a ground ball to short. 5-5. On to the 8th we go on the Northwoods League Sports Network. In relief, 24 innings and an ERA at a even 7. Bunt down. Albrecht goes to first, and that is out number 1. Shannon Nelson has moved to second base after replacing Peyton Whitehead. And Trinity Gregg is striking out 12. Pop up. This one might be a chance to throw out White. It's also going to be enough to keep her at third. Short pop fly into right field, and Josie Boer made the catch. 2 outs, and it looked 2 balls, no strikes. Sorry, it was 3-0. That'll be ball 4. Timmers walk for a second time. And Cato will. Another one. This one goes over the backstop. So Mankato will get 1. Coran playing deep at short. Pitch from Jackie Albrecht. Grounded third base line. There's going to be a throw to first, but it won't even be close. Snippus reaches, and Zender scores. A swinging bunt by Jessa Snippus puts the Habaneros up 7-5. Now Fish hits a ground ball to Farmer at third. More time to make this throw, and that is the 3rd out. But Mankato sets the bar high with 2 runs in the top of the 8th. The Bees need to match it when we return to the Northwoods League Sports Network. Albrecht on the way from Snippus. Popped up center field. Dietz will retreat back to second base. Catch made by Amity White. And also 8 runs batted in. Will bunt. And she will be thrown out. It does advance Skylar Dietz to third. But that means there's 2 outs. Hit to right field and making the read. Madeline Burling, that puts an end to the game. The Mankato Habaneros surrender the lead in the bottom of the 7th, but come out swinging in the 8th. They pick up the 7-5 win in game number 1 in 8 over the Minot Honeybees. We will be back in about a half an hour for game number 2 of today's doubleheader on the Northwoods League.